Part 2 of this 3-part series on the Carlisleshoekspruit Pass starts at the second hairpin at the 3 kilometer mark and ends at the 7.2 kilometer point. It includes all the hairpins from the 2nd to the 7th. If you intend driving this pass, it's important to watch Part 1 first, which includes the Google Earth orientation clips as well as important safety and tourism information. The concreted left-hand option on this bend is the steepest of the entire pass and presents at a gradient of 1 in 2,3. We issue a cautionary to drivers of front-wheel drive vehicles not to attempt to tow a luggage trailer up this pass, as your vehicle will lose traction and you'll probably burn the vehicle's clutch out. Recovery costs are high due to the remoteness and distance from the nearest sizable town. The 4th hairpin bend comes up at the 3,3 kilometer mark at an altitude of 2,254 meters and is followed almost immediately by the next one. The pass is still very steep here, and it's important to remain in first gear and not be tempted to change to a higher gear. The concrete gives way to gravel at the 3.4 kilometer mark. The road now begins a long left-hand bend as the bulge in the mountain is followed. This changes the heading from west-southwest directly into the south. The gradient also eases off quite a lot here, and it's a safe place to change into second gear. Be on the lookout for cattle at any point along this road. Tiffendale Ski Resort have erected a number of informative and sometimes humorous signs for vehicles that are ascending. Take their advice seriously if you want to make it to the top of the pass in one piece. For 4x4 owners, a nice route option is to start from Rhodes and ascend the mountain via the Volunteershoek Pass and stop for a lunch at Tiffendale, then descend via the Carlisleshoekspruit Pass and return to Rhodes, making a wonderful circular loop. This loop offers a great deal of variety coupled with some challenging driving conditions. Allow a full day for such an excursion, and should you wish to try your hand at fly fishing at Loch Ness, remember to first get your permit at Rhodes. Be aware that these mountains do experience some heavy snowfalls, so be well prepared and take adequate precautions. Once you reach the first farm at the head of the valley, it marks the end of the steepest part of the pass. The next 8 kilometers is a doddle by comparison, but the scenery remains gorgeous and concentration levels need not be so high, allowing time for adrenaline levels to subside and take time to savor the sheer beauty of this pastoral landscape. Rhodes village is surrounded by sparkling rivers and majestic mountains, making it an ideal getaway for adventure lovers and those seeking a break from the stresses of city life. At the 5.2 kilometer point, the last 2 hairpin bends are encountered. Don't underestimate these 2 bends, as the surface here is gravel and gets very slippery when wet. Besides sheep and cattle farming, farmers here also grow vegetable, lucerne and maize crops. The beautiful Bell River Valley is a renowned fly fishing hotspot. Amongst the many attractions in Rhodes, one can visit the Rhodes Hotel or the Walkabout Inn, where one can get your fishing permit. For those hardy enough to want to camp, the village has a well-shaded caravan park. The Carlisleshoekspruit Pass forms one of the 10 major challenge passes in the area. At the 5.8 kilometer point, the road passes close by a small house on the right-hand side. The other 9 challenge passes are the Nordeersneck Pass, the Ben McDewey Pass, the Tiffendale Tennerhead Traverse, the Volunteershoek Pass, Jaber's Pass, Buster Footpath Pass, Otto du Plessis Pass, London's Neck Pass, and the Barclay Pass. Only the Barclay Pass is tarred. At the 6.4 kilometer mark, the road crosses a cattle grid, then drops down to cross the river via a low-level concrete culvert. The road then bends towards the left and crosses right through a farmstead. It's important to keep your speed right down through this farm. Hidden in the tranquil valleys of the Eastern Cape Drakensberg, the remote mountain farms of Wartrail in New England provide the perfect antidote to the stresses of city life. Also known as Wild Mountain Country, this area offers a safe and relaxing escape in a pristine natural environment far away from the madding crowds. Between 1901 and 1902, Rhodes was invaded no less than 29 times during the Second Boer War. This video ends at the 7.2 kilometer mark at an altitude of 1,964 meters. Be sure to watch part 3, which deals with the last section of the pass and ends at the main road towards Nordeers Neck and Rhodes Village.